Hello, love beams, coming to you with some magnetic energy, feeling really good today, and I want to share the message of infinite wealth. This is a topic that is really near and dear to my heart, as it has been a huge portal of expansion for me in the past year and a half. In this conversation, I really want to talk about that why, to invite all of you to really step into this sweet spot of knowing you're worthy, knowing that this experience of infinite wealth is already here, already available for you, and all you got to do is tap into it. So, I want to also begin with just clearing any forms of infiltration and obstruction from this field that we are cultivating here together, so that this connection can be strong, can be fierce, and can be powerful, so that the message can be delivered with grace and ease. Yes, and so it is. All right. So, infinite wealth to me is an energetic essence. It first begins as a vibrational field that we get to plug into, okay? And so vibrationally, infinite wealth is the truth that we are all embodied in our own essence, life force energy, okay? And so life force energy is that same energy that is keeping your heart beating on involuntarily. It keeps your digestion going. It is, the circadian rhythm of your brain awakening and going to sleep. It is your nervous system coming online. It grows the trees. It, is what keeps the sun rising and falling. And that life force energy is ever available and ever present to you, okay? And so, since this is naturally happening through you, right? Like grace of God, you're not even connected to the earth, and you constantly have vibrational energy moving through you, supporting you to involuntarily go about this world, right? It's already plugged into you in this super quantum magnificent way, okay? And so as we're moving through this, we can use this life force energy to get us by and to survive, or we can evolve and use this energy to plug us into a thriving frequency where we are no longer just surviving, and we are actually thriving and living beautiful, abundant lives. And we can actually train this energy to move and slither into specific areas of our life that bring wealth and richness. When I'm talking about wealth, I am talking about a wealth of grace. I am talking about a wealth of ease. I'm talking about a wealth of money, a graceful money that is energetic and expansive. I'm talking about a wealth of love, a wealth of joy, a wealth of happiness, okay? And so wealth is so much bigger than financial freedom. Wealth is the essence that allows us to feel secure. Wealth is the essence that allows us to feel held, okay? And so wealth really begins outside of money. Wealth is a conscious action that we choose as we wake up in the morning, as we get dressed, as we smile at our neighbors, as we message a dear, loving sister or brother or our mother, okay? And so this essence of infinite wealth really begins with the conscious choice, okay? And why do we want to give ourselves permission to plug into infinite wealth, okay? Why not? You're here anyway. You're doing the thing. You're a human, right? You got a phone. You're watching me. You eat, you sleep, you get dressed. Why not choose to step into your richness? Why would you not want to step into infinite wealth? Because it's right here for you. All you have to do is breathe it in. That's all you have to do. And, perhaps this is something that feels really far from you right now. And I can empathize with that because I've been there, okay? I wasn't born into wealth. My parents were homeless, both of them, by the time I was 18. I have sustained myself through college. I've paid all of my own bills. Everything I own has come from my money, my investment in myself. I have worked horrible jobs that I hated to get by. And I have started a business literally off of $200 that now is thriving and hitting 6 figures with grace and ease, my love. So I have had to work hard to access this infinite wealth. And the moment that I surrendered and I chose to just let it embody me now, that I found that I am successful now, was the moment that it started to quantum leap into monetary value. And so maybe this, like I said, feels really far from you, and I can empathize with that, right? And I've gone through the cycles and the deep work to get into the space where I'm creating abundance and rich and, prosperity with grace and ease. And a lot of it has come from really the consciousness of saying, you know what, I'm tired of this story. I'm tired of carrying on this poverty mindset that I inherited. I'm tired. I surrender it. I lay it to rest. I actually choose to give death to that mindset of poverty, and I choose to actually up level and initiate into my wealth consciousness. My wealth consciousness that is not bound by my bank account, that is not bound by what my reality currently embodies. And I actually choose to embody my future wealthy self now. We are quantum, babies. We are so quantum, and we can call in any energy that we desire. We can access our future self now. And that is infinite wealth. Infinite wealth says, I know how to work with what I got right now and make it even better. Okay? So in the past, $100 used to feel like a really big amount of money. Like $100 was like my gas, my food. $100 was a lot of money, okay? And it was so funny. One of the things that actually changed this perspective around money for me was light posts. You're probably like, what? Light posts. So I learned that light posts cost about $1,000 or more, depending on the type of light post that you're driving by, okay? So light posts alone will cost over $1,000 for the parts to be installed, to be electrically wired. It's $1,000, okay? And so something that we see every day that is, every, couple hundred feet, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars that we are driving by. And so if something as simple as a light post that we see every day costs over $1,000 to have and install in that place, what is that really worth? What is $1,000 really worth? If $100 feels really big and expensive, but $1,000 is so simple as a light post, it changed this attachment that I held towards money. And I started to see it something as really expansive and easy, where $1,000 became something that I can see as, okay, that's easy. That's just a light post, right? Okay, $100,000. Okay, that's just a house. Maybe, less than a house, So starting to shift my perspective around the physical things in my reality and their worth, and seeing how easy it is to be in a house, how easy it is to receive the light from the light post. And now I catch myself all the time as I see a light post, I'm like, cha-ching, cha-ching, driving down the road, just bam, wow, that's $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and I'm just driving a couple feet. Let alone the buildings that we're driving by, the cars that I'm driving by. All of our surroundings can allow us to shift our perspective on money, on wealth. And I invite you to start looking in your reality and seeing the worth of the things that are around you, like this crystal. This crystal's worth $80. So simple, so beautiful, so powerful. $80, easy, right? These earrings, I think I got them for $5. Easy, right? So we can shift our perspective around the physical items in our life to better align to the worth and the worth of our objects in our life, to allow us to step into more of a quantum perspective of what that money is actually worth. And what you will begin to find, at least this is what I found, we all have different journeys and perspectives, right? Is that a lot of things are priceless, right? And so that thing that, I was going to spend $100 on, that felt so big, was actually priceless. And it was actually easy because it's only 1/10 of the cost of a light post, right? So it's easy. It's a need, it's a necessity, right? Or it's a pleasure, it's a desire, but it's easy. And so as you begin to welcome yourself into a more quantum perspective of money, you begin to initiate yourself into infinite wealth, because you don't see money or dollar signs as something that is restricting, but it's actually something that is liberating, that is expansive, that is transformative, that is quantum. And that is what you want if you desire to experience financial freedom, if you desire to experience wealth that is infinite. It's not bound, right? And so something that is $100 can actually end up becoming thousands of dollars, because you put your energy into it and you put your intention into it, right? And you say, whoa, this is priceless. Universe, show me how much this $100 can make me, right? And then it just continues to unfold. And so really, my message here about tapping into infinite wealth is to invite you to tap into the infinite nature that is all around you. Tapping into the infinite energy that is all around you. The infinite energy that keeps that heart beating. The infinite energy that allows the roses to bloom, that allows the trees to bloom. The infinite energy that rises the sun each morning and allows it to descend into darkness for the moon to rise, just for the sun to rise again. That is infinite, right? The infinite nature of always having food on the table. The infinite nature of always having resources, right? And so allowing yourself to just begin to track how expansive your reality and it is, and its ability to infinitely provide for you. And I promise, if you begin to notice the infinite energy all around you, and you begin to notice how a light post costs $1,000 and how that's really easy, you'll begin to see shifts in your ability to actually receive with more grace and ease, because your perspective is no longer limited, right? It's no longer limited. It is expanded. It is free. It is not bound by space and time. It is infinite. Love you guys. Love supporting the expansion of this earth and wealth consciousness. I bow down to you. All right, this transmission is complete. Sat Nam. Deep bow to you all.